Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello children, welcome to the session. In this session children, we are going to discuss some of the question answers from the topics that we have covered so far. So children, the first question is air present everywhere around us and how can we find this out? So children, yes, air is present everywhere around us. We cannot see air because air is transparent in nature, we have studied that, but children, we can feel the presence of air. And how we can do it? We can look at different objects moving around us. For example, we can observe the leaves of the trees moving, we can observe our hair moving, we can observe clothes moving, we can see that kite is flying, which is also possible only because of presence of air. Okay children, so even not only this, we can conduct an activity also. Suppose we take an empty water bottle, and children, does this bottle so children, this bottle which looks empty to you is actually not empty at all, it has air in it. Okay, although we cannot see it, but we can prove this with the help of a container which has water in it. What we are going to do is we will invert this bottle into this trough or in this container of water, and you will observe children that water do not enter this bottle. Why children? Because this water is already full of air, right? This bottle is already full of air. So children, what we will do, we will just tilt this bottle a little bit so that air finds its way out and we can observe the air bubbles coming. And as the air bubbles will come out from this bottle, the water will start entering the bottle. Okay children, so this activity proves the presence of air everywhere around us. So children, if this question had been asked in the form of an activity, give an activity or an experiment to prove that air is present all around us, in that case the way of presenting the answer will be different. The content will be same. You will first write about aim, then you will write materials required, then you will write about the procedure, and you have to make sure that you write the procedure in points, okay, and not in paragraph, because in points it will look a little neat and a better way of presenting your answer. Then you will write observations and finally conclusion. Okay children, so let's move to the next question. When we invert a bottle in a bucket filled with water, it does not let any water come inside, but when we tilt it, we see water coming in. Why? So children, if we have a bucket of water with us, and in this bucket of water we try to put an empty bottle, in an inverted empty bottle, we will observe that water do not enter this bottle. Why does this happen children? Because this bottle is already full of air and air gets no way to come out of it. Okay, and that is why water is not entering this bottle. So what we do is we just tilt this bottle so that air finds its way to come outside and air escapes the bottle, and we can observe this with the help of the air bubbles coming, and as the air bubbles will come out, the water will start entering. Okay children, I hope that you would have understood this activity. Let's move to the next question. What is the atmosphere? So children, the blanket or the envelope of air surrounding our earth is called as the atmosphere. Okay children, the blanket of air surrounding the surface of earth is called as the atmosphere, and it is a mixture of several gases, dust particles, etc., smoke, etc. Okay, so let's move ahead to the next question. Why do mountaineers use oxygen cylinders while climbing the mountain? So children, what happens is, as we go higher in the mountain areas, the air gets rarer and rarer, and the presence of oxygen is reduced to a greater extent, and people find it difficult to breathe in the mountain areas, and that is the reason why mountaineers have to carry oxygen cylinders with them so that they can breathe easily. Okay, that's it guys. These were the question and answers from the topic that we have covered so far. Thank you so much for your attention.